Listen, I got to laugh. I've got to laugh. I gotta share something with you. Listen, I cannot believe, guys, that these people are still doing spell work. The cycle is closed. The cycle is over. I don't understand. And they're doing death spells. Oh my God. It's not working. I'm alive and well. Oh, they're doing all kind of spells. It's black magic, body spell, odor spell, teeth spell, life spell, this, money spell. Woo! Here's the thing. They don't understand. I guess I really should say thank you. Thank you. And it's coming from my family. My darling brothers and sisters. And of course, that fallen DM and, clout monster child killer in Florida. So all what that has done is that all that energy, see, they don't think that I'm a real magician, that I'm a real alchemist. I took that energy because a lot of it came in this morning and today, most of today. I took that energy and transmuted it and created a whole new way of reading tarot for the full moon and new moon. I took the energy and changed it and made it possible to have enough energy to create a whole new way of reading tarot for the full moon and the new moon phases. So thank you, my enemies, family, and frenemies, and would be sorcerers and shamans and higher friends and black magicians and all that kind of stuff. But what you're doing is that you're giving me energy for me to change it and use it in a positive way. And now the debris of it goes right back to you. It's your energy. So thank you. Thank you. If I was there, I'd give you these love. You all knew I was going to do this the way we talked about it. What I'm going to do, instead of the weekly readings, because I think it's a lot. Yes, Simon, say hello, Simon. You're here, Simon, in the background. Yay, yay, yay. Simon, yeah. I have to also put a lot of holy water on Simon, and cleansing when I do my baths and rituals to cleanse him because it does affect animals and plants. My flowers are staying alive a lot longer than before, which lets me know that I finally have, and I've bought some very powerful crystals. Wonderful crystals. So okay, you bring it, bring it, because it's sad. It's sad that these people are still doing this. Oh my goodness, what wounded childhoods these people have had that they feel that they have to do this. Or trying to, again, still come after my money and take my inheritance, thinking that this shit belongs to them. I have never, even law enforcement can't believe the audacity and tenacity of these people trying to take away something that they feel entitled to that is not theirs. But Spirit tells me that the karma for these people is going to be fierce. Fierce! And I gotta tell you, in a way, I kind of feel a little bit sorry for these people who are stuck in this never-ending story of a cycle that they don't realize they're throwing all this energy, and they've been doing this for years now. You all know that for years now. And it has caught up to them. And some of them are in jail. Some of them are in insane institutions. Some of them have run. The hitman, is on the run. FBI is after him. It's drama, and then there's the child trafficking, and then the sex scandal and sex tapes with these covenants and these people, and then there's the child sacrifice that's going on. A few bodies are showing up, and then the animal cruelty and sacrificing animals. I mean, this is going to hit the news big, guys. Big. I was told to prepare. I just did not believe there's a whole community out there. But that says a lot about what's happening in the world today. Maybe this is happening to me and it's supposed to happen to me for a reason, because I bring it out into the collective and let people know that evil and witchcraft does exist. It is real, and you just never know who smiles in your face and goes behind your back and is trying to slowly destroy you and take away what you got. Another thing that's happening is that I have a copycat out there, and this copycat is taking what he feels is my content and plagiarizing it. And I'm like, this is so crazy. Number one, this isn't my content. It belongs to the universe. And I'm the vessel which transmutes that content. So if you're trying to steal my content, and I've heard that they have been making a lot of money stealing my content and putting it on OnlyFans and on other platforms. And these people are really, aside from me pressing charges, them being arrested, because I will do that, they are going to have the worst karma in the world, because they're not stealing content from me, they're stealing it from the creator. And they're only doing it to get money, to clap for clout, or to distort the content to make me look bad. I mean, it's terrible what they're doing. Terrible. And if you've made money off my content that is not really mine but the creator, oh my God, what you have coming for you, I will now wish on fucking Charles Manson. Because you dealing with stuff that's the creators. And I'm pure of heart with the intent that I have with the content that I channel from the creator. You copycat are taking it for fame, clout, money, and God knows what, or again, distort the content to make it look like I'm incompetent and I know what I'm talking about. This is just evil at a whole different level. But then again, another reason why we have to, as a collective, we have to, really, really connect with our spiritual side and connect with our spiritual ancestors. Because when we do that, we have a line of defense in the spiritual world. And, I have to tell you, I have to be really honest with you now that we're in this full moon in Pisces, right? Because I'm a Virgo, so it's opposite of my sign, which I have in the 12th house. It was a real, I've always known this stuff exists as a shaman, and that's an occultist, initiate. Of course we do. But it never occurred to me to bring daily drama and even unfortunate case scenarios and situations that is due to the end result of witchcraft out into the open public. A lot of these things are taboo, and people seem to act like they're not ready to really absorb and accept that these types of principalities exist. But it is so rampant. And if you look at the tarot readings on YouTube, it's all they talk about. And everyone's affected. It truly is a spiritual war going on here, and of the magnitude that is unprecedented. But then again, this makes sense. Since we're talking about Pisces, and Pisces rules endings, right? And it rules the 12th house, Neptune, Pisces, redemption and renewal, But it's also the sign of sorrow, along with the 12th house, and there's a lot of, it's also spirituality. So, spirituality is a theme that has been dormant and put on the side when we're dealing with conventional or even unconventional religion. And it has not received its proper merit or value. I think in the Aquarian age, we left the Piscean age, we dealt with the church era and traditions and dogmas and established norms. That's all falling apart, and it has to fall apart, because in the Aquarian age, it's about advancing humanity to a whole nother level. Not just technologically with computers and robots and spaceships and a whole level of technology that we have never experienced, because we still got 2,500 years of the Aquarian age to go, right? We just started, right? So how is religion going to stand in the face of this emerging new way of looking at spirituality, which has nothing to do with traditional dogmatic or values? Okay. Do we leave the church and the church concept behind, and do we embrace spirituality completely, or not embrace or give credence to the high intellectual acumen that society eventually is going to reach. No, I don't think it's one versus the other. I don't really think it's one versus the other. I think they both have to be embraced. High intellect and technology and spirituality are going to make a marriage in the Aquarian age and become one. Whereas in the Piscean age, we did not have that. We just had, established laws, norms, and that's how we live our lives. You know, devoid of anything or more meaningful, which is what spiritual disciplines touch upon. Yeah. So we are going to do a full moon reading of Pisces, beginning with the Aries and Libra polarity. And it's going to be 7 cards. Each 2 pairs of cards is going to cover 1 week. With the last card, because it's 7 cards, so we have the first 2 cards is 1 week. The second pair of cards is the second week, and then the third week is the third second pair. That's 6, and then the last one, the 7 card, is gonna talk about the void of course moon. Understand that before the moon enters another sign, it goes backwards and it does a void of course. It's another form of planetary ingress before it ingresses into the next house of sign. And that also bears an effect too, psychologically, in the psyche of humans. So that's going to be covered. It will be done every full moon and every new moon, and it's going to be used on the energy of this negative witchcraft being thrown that I've transmuted and created this whole new paradigm, and even got myself new cards specific for the occasion, which are the lunar phases. Oh, ain't that great? Ain't that nice? Ain't that nice? This is very good. So, guys, without further ado, let's go into the moon phases. Mhm. Now, I thought I had this down. Huh. Yeah. Well, Mercury's retrograde, so you already know. You already know the do. So now you take this crystal and put it over here, right? Put on all my beautiful stones, my magical spoon, pure silver, no, with a crystal, right? A crystal, right here. Oh yes, and of course I have my Lemurian crystals, and this protects the reading and it protects myself. Uh-huh. So yeah, so I have a copycat and doppelganger out there, but what else is new, right? Okay, we're still gonna do the shadow aspect, right? And we're gonna do the transits. Mercury went retrograde on Friday, right? And this Mercury retrograde is very, very different than most retrogrades because we are going to experience what's called a boomerang effect. A boomerang. So whatever you did not get when Mercury was direct is going to come to you in full measure during the retrograde. Some of it is good, some of it is bad. So, okay. So, you gonna, okay? All right. Okay. There you go. Okay. Alrighty, Libra. We're gonna start with Aries. Aries, why are you to expect emotionally this next 3 weeks and a day or two of the void of course moon? Oh, let me first. Well, again, you already know, right? That these are the shadow cards, the subconscious. Let me show that. That's right here. And this is consciousness, and of course, this is very appropriate to discuss those new and full moons. So Aries, um, what is your emotional temperament? What are your thoughts? Pisces rules past lives. It rules distant memories, romantic fantasies, interludes, secret and private yearnings. Uh, but it also, because Pisces in the 12th house and Neptune deal with spirituality and the mysteries and the holy veil, the veil, the mystery behind God, behind the veil. So the full moon in Pisces also reveals secrets and stuff that are hidden. And the moon, as you know, is a natural stewardship of secrets. And, secrets come out on a full moon, while secrets are concealed at the new moon. But the new moon also brings about manifestation, but of a different kind than the full moon manifestation, which is more abstract than it is concrete with the new moon. So let us begin. And I got myself a new outfit to match the occasion. Thank you, frenemies and family enemies. Thank you. Hmm. Hmm. Right, well, let's do here, right? No, huh? Mm-hmm. Three, three. There we go. And seven. So Aries, for the first week of the month, we have here. Oh, let me put on the glasses. Let's put on the glasses. Oh, darn. Oh, damn, I dropped. Ah, okay. All right, let's see. We have work through your fears, Aries. Work through your fears, and this is a Scorpio vibration. Okay, work through your fears, whatever they are. Look at it logically, and burn any doubt with that cardinal fire of yours. Okay, and then the next card is take time to breathe out. Breathe out. Aries, you've been through a lot these past couple of months. You've been through a lot. Take time to breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Oh, that stimulates all of your chakra. Oh, I felt that shit. I felt it from head to toe. Yes. Again. Your fears. Here's the Scorpio card. This is the Scorpio aspect of the moon here. You have to work through your fears. Okay? Work through your fears. That's the first week. Okay? The second week, we have a time for healing, Aries. A time for healing. Yeah, you need to heal because like I said, you've been through some shit. You've been through a lot. You've been through a lot. You know, a lot of changes, a lot of fluxes. And then of course the fourth card says, no, what does it say here? Emotions are running high. Emotions are running high. So there's fear in the first week, and if you don't bring it to balance, it's going to escalate in the second week. Here we see the moon more pronounced, like in your face, versus it's a little bit further away. So the fears are there, but they're magnified by the second week. It's magnified. Look, it's got larger. So make sure you look at things in a very pragmatic way, you know, uh, demystify anything that may seem unbelievable or even esoteric. Excuse me. On the third week, we have two cards in the reverse. Two cards. So the third week might be a little bit tough for you, Aries, depending on what it is. It's a reverse here. Your commitment is being tested. Okay. So it came out in the reverse, which means that it was tested because it confirms what you've been going through these past couple of months. But you've passed the test. So you're no longer going to be tested, Aries. This is very good. The other card that came out in the reverse is the red moon. In the reverse, we have a fiery. What is this? A fiery climax approaches. You've already been to this fiery climax. That's why it's in the reverse. You've been to this fiery climax. That's why it says in the first card, in the first week, it's time to heal. This makes sense. It's time to heal. And these cards came out in the reverse because the drama and the worst of the cycle has already passed. So now it's time for you to take a breather and relax. Now, the last card, which is the void of course moon, the moon makes a backward motion before going into, or before it ingresses into the next sign. Right? Okay, and it's also in the reverse. It's tricky. In the reverse could be bad, and upright could be equally bad, depending on what it says, or even if it doesn't depend on what it says. Here it can go either way. Step out of your comfort zone. Okay. I can see why it might be a little bit difficult after having gone through so much, these couple of months. It might have maybe shaken your confidence. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you have to leave, or you have to leave a place and start a new beginning, or a new location, or charge into uncharted territories. But here you cannot lunge like you normally do, Aries. Here you got to take a step back and check: is it worth the investment? Is it worth the energy? What is it that you want to obtain? Or you might need to take more time here. Okay, Aries. That is the entire month for the full moon in Pisces. And now let's look at the subconscious, because Pisces is, especially the full moon, deals with secrets, and maybe secrets that are hidden that are sure to come out at the Pisces full moon. In the mundane chart, your Pisces falls in your solar sixth house, which is the house of Virgo, health and nutrition, drinking lots of water, exercises. You need to repair your body and also repair your heart after having gone through such tumultuous fluctuations of experiences these past 7 months. Because it's been like about 7 months of real hard hit energy, Aries. So let's look at the Libra, which is your shadow aspect, and it deals with balance, strategic planning, communicating, and bringing things to balance. So maybe, well, let's see here, Aries, what needs to be brought to balance, or what is the ultimate goal that you want to see happening, that all of this energy in the first place. Let's see. Okay. This is the Libra polarity of subconscious. You know that we have to do that, right? Okay. We started here. We're going to start here now with the subconscious Libra. The Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands in the reverse. The Seven of Wands in the reverse speaks about not having protection. You've been fighting and fighting, and maybe you didn't touch on spirituality. Maybe you didn't call upon God or your higher power to help you, to protect you. You've been fighting this war unprotected, and you still came out winning, Aries. Good for you. Okay? This is the strength and cardinality of fire. Here we got the Ace of Cups, and it's on the upright, which is divine. The Ace of Cups is love, prosperity. This is your reward for this war that you had to wage to fight your way through, Aries. Now, this is what you've been fighting for, and you got it. The Ace of Pentacles. Wow. The Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse. Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, and it's funny because you got the Ace of Cups river and the upright, but the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So I gather that you had to fight to protect this. The Ace of Pentacles is a blessing, financial blessing. It can also mean great health. The fact that it's on the reverse has me a little concerned because it could also mean bad health. And with the full moon in Pisces in your solar house of the sixth house, which deals with health and Virgo, and eating and nutrition and exercising and meditating and connecting to a higher source, is where I want the money here with that. That should be where you should be directing your energies, Aries, to help replenish your energies. Right? Here we got the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. So here you are becoming more resourceful. You're getting more than one job, or you do managing more than one task. There's balance here. And maybe that was what the whole fight had to be about, is to wage a balance on your finances, which you probably have done well, because the Two of Pentacles is talked about financial stability. But the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse speaks of maybe ill health or poor health, or that you got to watch out or protect and defend your finances. Someone's after your finances, Aries. Okay. Okay. And oh my goodness, we got the Ace of Swords. So we got the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups. You know, the cup is upright with a blessing, but the Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse. The Ace of Swords, which speaks about absolute truth, is in the reverse. So there was some deception here, Aries. You caused some deception or engage in some great lie, which has you in your head, which is why you would deny the Ace of Pentacles. You know, this is from the divine. The aces come from heaven. That's why it comes out on a cloud. So this was denied to you, Aries, because of some kind of dishonesty. Don't go against your integrity. Okay. This might have been laying heavy. Look at that. We got here the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles talks about in the being opulent, being independent, being financially stable, being abundant, working out by yourself, for yourself, self-employed. It's a card of prosperity. It is one card away from the Ten of Pentacles. So you've been working very hard, Aries, to achieve some kind of financial surplus, because financial stability you have with the Two of Pentacles in the upright. The Nine of Pentacles is the goal to reach higher level of income or abundance. So you're heading that way. But there is a block with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. A block with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse with the Ace of Swords in the reverse speaks about some kind of dishonesty. Here we go again. We're having a little problem. You see how the fucking devil works? No, bitch. Not gonna happen. Okay. So here, so this whole month has to do with taking care of your finances and taking care of executive matters, financial matters, Aries. Okay, with Libra being here, this is what needs to be balanced, and it looks like you did. You brought something to balance, but there's still some level of very serious dishonesty here, which is blocking your Eight of Pentacles. So you might need to look at that, Aries. Okay, and of course, this one is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords talks about healing. You've been through a fucking battle, Aries, and now it's time to heal. Relax, relax. Don't do it. Wait, we're not gonna do it. Relax. That's what I'm getting from the 80s. Okay, Aries, you are a natural born fighter, and you make it look good too. So, Aries, that is the situation for the full moon in Pisces with the subconsciousness of Libra of what it is that's motivating these feelings and thoughts from the full moon in Pisces. Something is being revealed here. There's a truth that you are keeping from yourself or keeping from people. A really deceptive lie here with the Ace of Swords in the reverse. And Aries, everything will come out to the light sooner or later. Let's look now at the transit. The transits. We're gonna do one here, here, transits here. Okay. Yeah, Mercury retrograde. Take it easy, relax, read a book, go out hiking, enjoy nature, Aries. Mercury will be going retrograde, and the void of course moon will bring a surprise at the end of the month. That's not bad. That was not bad, right? Was that bad? Wasn't that nice? Wasn't that nice? Wasn't that nice? Aries, okay, this was good, Aries. I hope this resonates, guys. If you want a reading, you can call 281-690-8825. Donate. All my information is in the description box. Cash App and ZELLE and PayPal. And if you want a reading or order a birth chart or a reading, just put the money right in. I know you're serious, and then I will call you either tomorrow or the next day. And I can't wait to talk to you again. I hope this resonates.